Medical shows are so funny for me as a chronically ill person. Let me tell you why. So, in the episode that I've watched, a female died during surgery in a weird way. So, a surgeon wants to do an autopsy to understand what happened. And the surgeon asked the chief, but the chief doesn't want to. So the surgeon researched where there could be family to allow the autopsy. He found a kid, and the kid doesn't want that autopsy for the mother because he didn't care about that mother. So the surgeon decided to do it anyway, even though he wasn't allowed to. Now, the surgeon finds out that the person who died had Ehlers-Danlos syndrome vascular type. So the surgeons warned the kid, like, by the way, your mother had Ehlers-Danlos syndrome vascular type, and it's genetic, so probably you have it. But now you know, so probably you will have a better hand. I found that so funny. So the son in the show didn't expect to know that, obviously, I think. But it's funny because I suspect that I had Ehlers-Danlos syndrome before I was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I mentioned it to a doctor. He was the only one that I trusted at the time, the only one that I was seeing, because everyone else has so much gaslight me. It was an awful time, and it dismissed by my concern. So I thought that if he told me that I don't have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, even without testing me, he must be right? Wrong. Now, how was I diagnosed? First, I tried to unalive myself. Didn't succeed, obviously. I'm okay now. And after that, I decided to have 1 year where I would do anything to have answer about my pain and solution. And to commit to that, I subscribe to this thing that we have in Switzerland that allows people to be unalive with sufficient reason by a medical team. So with that option reassuring me about the fact that I won't have to live an awful long life with debilitating pain, I was referred to a surgeon that I wanted to undo the surgery that I had in my back for my scoliosis, which was the first major trigger for my pain. So I was referred to a surgeon. The surgeon wanted a second opinion. He referred me to a rheumatologist who diagnosed me with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Oh, funny. I really wish that we lived in a medical show where the doctors fight to understand what's happening to you and diagnosing you properly instead of letting you trying to unalive yourself because you're so desperate. And yeah, at least I was lucky. I'm alive.